Breaking Bad Season 2, Episode 13, titled ABQ, the season finale of probably an amazing season of Breaking Bad. Probably if anybody does a list, and I'm sure that we'll do a list eventually on the Wild Sound site of greatest TV seasons of all time. This has definitely got to be in the top 3 because this is a pretty fantastic season, and all the while we see these little teasers of these black and white moments going on. From all the way from the whole season 2 of like, what do these images mean? What's going on here? What the fuck is happening? We realize what happens, and it's Jane's dad, and it's the casualties of Walt's decision. So Walt decides not to kill Jane. Jane's dad, of course, is distraught about the death of his daughter that he loves more than anything. And of course, he's an air traffic controller, and of course, he goes back to work too early, and it's the very kind of cool scene of the smashing of the 2 planes and all the debris and all the death falling on Walt's neighborhood, and the death of many lives that basically people can argue that is the reasoning of Walter White. So Walter White's choices have summed up the death of hundreds of people. So maybe Walt's death count was in 5 or 6 now. Walt's death count is in hundreds of people, and the whole debris and all the madness that came down from the sky is all paid off in the very stunning and kind of crazy finale of the episode. And of course, Jesse will have to go back into rehab, and so did Mike. Actually, Mike kind of makes his appearance and will be a staple of season 2 and beyond. And it's the stunning ending of Skyler after Walt is in remission and after the surgery, and Walt's in good shape, and Skyler kind of like realizing everything in her own brain, and having the mind that Walt does in many ways, that he's a liar, and she kind of catches him in the lies of the many lies that Walt has told in the first 2 seasons, and basically leaves him, and basically leaves Walt to his own lonesome. And it's kind of like the way Anna Gunn kind of performs this scene is kind of brilliant, because it's almost a 10-minute monologue that ends season 2 about all the bullshit that Walt did and how he is left alone. So basically Walt is left alone. He doesn't have his family anymore, and of course his rationalization of doing all the things he did, it was for his family, and so he doesn't have anything anymore. And basically he looks up in the air and he sees 2 planes crashing that were to arguably that he caused all this madness to happen. So what happens to Walt? And of course season 3, the first few episodes of season 3 will be Walt rationalizing his behavior and trying to be a good guy again. Of course he's done. And that's my review for one of the best seasons in TV history, ABQ of Breaking Bad Season 2.